Well, I'm going to take just a moment. Buddy, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
There it is. Well, I have to tell you all that, yes, I'm about ready to start the Deja Vu Diner, but I am just beside myself with such a treat today. Buddy Guy is coming to play the Ridgefield Playhouse this coming Sunday night, and I've got him on the line with me, and I just felt the need that we should stop everything about the diner and share this legend with you. So thank you, Buddy Guy, for taking the time to chat with us today, and I'm looking forward to you coming to the Ridgefield Playhouse this coming Sunday night. Can you tell us what you've got in store for us?
Well, I was in New York last night, and I don't, I'm bringing Buddy Guy, and I might be the only person out there that plays guitar that don't come in with a set list. Because if I come in with a set list, I'm like, that's what you want to hear, buddy. I take requests from the stage. When I walk out on the stage and somebody yell out a number, if I know how to play it, I'll try to get to it for them. So I come to play for the people who think enough of me to come out there and sit and put up with my playing. I think I owe that to them, so I don't use a set list.
Well,
so whatever, the ones that I don't get a request for, I play. But if somebody holler out the audience, I want to hear so-and-so, and if I know how to do it, you got it.
I love that. Oh, my God. So listen, people, the I-95 listeners, you can go to ridgefieldplayhouse.org to still buy your tickets, and I expect the I-95 listeners going to see Buddy Guy this coming Sunday night at the Playhouse are going to raise their hands and yell out some requests to you. So you will know absolutely that Pam Brooks told them to do that. You just played B.B. King's Club. Was it last night?
Yes, ma'am. Last night and night before last, we did 2 nights there. And
I saw up on your Facebook page you had a young prodigy. You had a great new young guitarist with you?
Yes, and he's as a matter of fact, when I was in my 20s, not as young as him, if you would come around while I was living there, they call you a local yokel. And he's from Massachusetts. I found him. I got introduced to him 7 years ago. He was 7 years old, and this young man played like he was my age. He was playing Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, and I said, wait a minute. This can't be you at 7 years old playing like this, and he is so amazing. He had these people standing these last 2 nights with us. And I've taken him to Montreux, Switzerland, to the Jazz Festival. I've taken him to the Hollywood Bowl, and he's getting all these responses. And I think we're pretty close to getting him signed with some big label, so a lot of more people can know or hear about it.
What is his name?
Quinn Sullivan.
Will he be with you on Sunday night? Maybe.
No. No, he's with me tonight. I think tonight and tomorrow night, because we're here in Massachusetts now. And
okay.
I think, and he's still in school too, so, but he's there's some kind of technology where he still do his work out here with the computer.
Well, I think that people need to remember Quinn's name. And you mentioned the fact that at 7, when you caught him, you were like, oh my God, it's like he's playing like he's my age. You're 78. Shouldn't you just stay home and relax at this point?
No, I was, I'm a sharecropper son, if you know what that is.
I do
were born
indeed.
On a farm.
Mm-hmm.
You work from sun up to sundown.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't know. I couldn't retire, because if I do decide not to play the guitar anymore, matter of fact, if I get so I'm not pleasing people, I probably will quit playing. But I'll probably go buy a lawnmower or something, run around and mow the church's lawn, or people who can't mow anymore, just help somebody, So there's no such thing as Buddy Guy. My mother and them told me before they passed away, said the bed is for to go to sleep or when you're sick. So when you can get up out and get out of it and go.
Well, you are legendary, and everybody talks about how you've influenced them over the years. You've been doing this for 60-plus years. Who is your biggest influence, or the person that you most loved gigging with over all these years?
B.B. King. I think all guitar players. I got one of my guitar with 2 B's on it, and every time I see him, I mention it to him. He's so modest. He says, hey, buddy, you don't have to do that. I said, no, man, every guitar player, rock guitar player, whatever they call us now, because 50 years ago we didn't have all these different types of guitar players. We were just a guitar player, but now you got a rock guitar player, a soul guitar player, whatever these names, all that come up in the late 40s, I think late 40s, 50s, and 60s. But we always just it was rhythm and blues. You know, we didn't have all these different types of music we got now. You was a rhythm and blues player, jazz or gospel, and we got all these different names. So to hear someone say you don't know nothing about B.B. King, if you're a guitar player, and even this young kid I mentioned to you now, Quinn Sullivan, he will say B.B. King quick like a minute, because B.B. created that bending of the strings without the slide, what a lot of people say, like the Derek Trucks, them do, Elmo James, them play with the slide. He couldn't learn the slide, neither could I, but we learned how to squeeze the string and sound as close to it as you can.
Well, people can hear you squeeze those strings this coming Sunday night. Again, ridgefieldplayhouse.org to get tickets. And you're on the bill with the Foo Fighters for their big 20th anniversary for the 4th of July. See, that's the melding of the music. Buddy Guy, Foo Fighters, rock, blues. It just all goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You know, actually, as I was just speaking to you a few years ago, everything was, the definition is M-U-S-I-C, and like I say, even before Muddy Waters, that was Louis Jordan and all those, Lonnie Johnson and all those people like that, everything was rocking, you know, rhythm and blues. And then, you know, I guess that's just like the automobile. You used to have to go outside and crank it, now you punch a button. So I think music just did that, and then they started giving us all kind of names in the late 40s, early 50s, and 60s, like the British rock, Motown, or Chicago. There wasn't no such thing as that back in the days when I was trying to teach myself how to play guitar. If you was a guitar player, you was a guitar player. They didn't even mention where you was from.
There it is. Well, thank you again for taking the extra time with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Guy, tickets are still available. Ridgefield Playhouse. It is ridgefieldplayhouse.org. It is always a treat, and thank you for taking a little bit out of your day today to learn us, to school us on some guitar work. Thank you, Buddy.
Thank you so much for having, and every little bit help. If you can, please catch this kid, Quinn.
And what's his last name? It's Quinn Sullivan, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Matter
sir.
of fact, you can punch him up on your YouTube. You can see him when he was 7.
That blows me away. Thank you. We will see you Sunday night at the Playhouse.
Well, please come and say hi to me.
Absolutely. And don't forget the I-95 listeners raising their hand, making their requests.
All right. I don't mean I can get them all, but I get some of them.
Okay. It's an honor. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
The home of rock and roll, I-95. How amazing. I get the chance to spend some time with Buddy Guy. And don't forget, those tickets are available for the show this coming Sunday night. Into the diner a little late, but I think when you get the opportunity to chat up Buddy Guy, you take the time.